Okay, so I've been thinking about this for a while. Actually, ever since I saw a video by thequestionmarkofGod a few months ago about how she became an atheist, I've been thinking about this on and off. Recently, I saw a video by CapnOAwesome which dealt with some of the same issues. I'll try to find both these videos and link to them over in the description box. So, here's what I've been thinking. The problem isn't just religion. The real problem is dogma. So what is dogma? Well, according to Word Reference English Dictionary, dogma can mean two things: a doctrine or code of beliefs accepted as authoritative, or a religious doctrine that is proclaimed as true without proof. So what do I mean when I say the problem is dogma? Let me try to clarify this. Dogma is some doctrine that you're not allowed to question, that you're not allowed to discuss, that simply is. In communist China, for instance, you're not allowed to question the leaders. Their orders, regardless of whether they cause thousands of people to die or whatever, are beyond reproach. Religions, some more than others, but all of them to a certain extent, have this problem as well. The existence of God, for instance, is beyond questioning. It's a similar concept to the one I talked about in my video, The Great Taboo. I'll link that over on your right as well. The whole problem is these things are simply beyond the limits of discourse. You're not allowed to listen to a preacher and then say, "Hey, I disagree with that. I don't think that's what Jesus meant," or whatever. It simply doesn't happen. Instead, what do you get? You get hundreds of people nodding their heads and going, "Amen." As CapnOAwesome referred to it, it's groupthink. In Germany during the Nazi regime, the dogma was the word of the Führer. You're not allowed to say anything bad about Hitler, or anything he says. In many Islamic countries, you're not allowed to say anything bad about Mohammed or Allah. In the Middle Ages in Europe, you'd get burned at the stake for not believing in God, or for believing in the wrong God. In today's United States of America, it's slightly more humane. Instead of being burned at the stake, you just become a social outcast. Let me give you an example the other way around to illustrate my point. If you're an atheist, you're used to theists saying all sorts of stuff about how deep down you really believe, as if they knew a thing about what goes on in a free mind, or to have them point out their so-called evidence for God, or you fought with them over issues of creation versus natural sciences, and so on and so forth. When was the last time you heard any of that crap from a neo-pagan? When was the last time you had to debate evolution with a deist? When was the last time you heard a pantheist say the world was only 6,000 years old? It's all at the root of it the same problem. The moment there is anything that we're not allowed to discuss in a reasonable manner, the moment we're not allowed to say about something that it's bullshit or doesn't make any sense, in that moment we have succumbed to dogma. And that is what will keep us in the Dark Ages one way or the other. That is what will end up causing a nuclear war on a planetary scale if we don't do something about it right now. Religion has got to go, but that ain't enough. Dogma has got to go. Any standpoint is open to reinterpretation at any time. Nothing is beyond reproach. Anyone and anything had better be prepared to stand up to skeptic scrutiny. We have two options: bring the age of dogma to an end, or lie down and die.